This is Sunrise Mission, and this episode is brought to you by Detective Coding. Hardcore Off-Road and Tom Bob Outdoors. It's late October of 2021. We are in north central Pennsylvania, exploring the back roads. We have just completed construction of our new Overland camper, and we are eager to test it. With 22 inches of ground clearance provided by the axle-less suspension, we decided to try it out on some more challenging roads and trails. Again, the suspension and fully articulating hitch provided a smooth ride for both the trailer and the Jeep. Along the way, we discovered a batch of wild grapes and were tempted to stop and pick some for dinner. However, this turkey vulture seemed to be keeping a watchful eye. We continued our journey along the trails, enjoying the scenic nature of ponds and streams that flow down the steep mountainsides and emptying into the larger rivers. Soon we came upon a young bull elk grazing in a field. Just up the road, we were provided the opportunity to watch an impressive bull elk as he was marking his territory. He was also putting on a show for the girls. After all, it is the rutting season for the elk, and he was gathering his harem. We decided to set up camp for the night at a nearby pond. We were eager to try out our camper for the first night. Setup took only a few minutes. Along the edge of the lake, we discovered a flock of Canadian geese feeding in the calm water of a small cove. The next morning, we unloaded the kayaks and enjoyed a quick paddle on the picturesque lake. A blue heron decided to fly in and catch some breakfast as we enjoyed the morning paddle. We packed up and continued to explore the backwoods of the area, where recent heavy rains had proven to make the trails sloppy. The camper, loaded with all of our gear, continued to tow perfectly and prove its off-road ability as we weaved our way through the narrow forest trails and steep inclines of the PA wilds. Unexpectedly, we discovered a flock of about 20 turkeys attempting to cross the road. So we yielded to them and watched as they made their way to the other side of the road and into the forest. We pulled into a seldom used campsite just off the Forest Service road and set up camp for the night. In the morning, we were treated to a brilliant sunrise between the towering pines surrounding our campsite. After a quick stop in town to refuel and grab a morning coffee, we continued following the Forest Service roads deeper into the backcountry where we felt at home. We chose to test the camper on some of the Forest Service roads and were quite pleased with the tracking and handling of the trailer. We frequently had to remind ourselves that the camper was behind us, as we barely noticed it as we sped down the smooth gravel roads. Hey, look, a squirrel. We have passed over the eastern continental divide. The topography has changed from deep valleys and ridges to high mountain plateaus strewn with large rock formations that have been fractured and deposited during the recent glacial period. Some of these rocks are larger than apartment complexes and are a wonder to explore. After a long day of exploring the trails and climbing some of the towering rocks, we found the terminus of an old logging road and began to set up camp for the night. Setup was quick and easy. Within minutes, dinner was being prepared. On tonight's menu was a quick order of spaghetti. With a quick cleanup of the dishes, we started a campfire and enjoyed each other's company and a refreshing beverage. We talked about how much we had enjoyed the few days of travel through the PA Wilds region and began making plans for the extension of our journey. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel now. It really helps us to continue to create great content for your enjoyment. We would appreciate your likes as well as your comments. Let us know what you would like to see. We will continue our travels, taking you to some unexpected destinations along our journey. If you would like to help support us and join our crew, you can become a patron with the link listed in the description below. We will see you in the next episode, and meanwhile, keep exploring and catch a sunrise.